All right, we are officially live here on this Friday morning. It is November 6th, and I am actually starting a little bit early. So if you are here watching this live, well, you're probably noticing that I'm on a little bit early. If you're watching this on the replay, doesn't really matter because you're watching this right now, and it's going to be from here until I finish. But I'm starting early today. I've got a mastermind that I'm going to be attending here this morning, or actually the rest of today. So I wanted to jump on here, get our Friday jam session kicked off, get going. And today what we are going to be talking about is a really, really good question here. And that question is, what's the best way to launch my digital product? Now, you probably maybe not, but probably have been noticing I've been talking a lot about creating a digital product. And one of the main reasons I've been talking about that is because I have an upcoming workshop, which is called Digital Product Creation. And it is going to be a fast track workshop where it's going to be around 3 hours. And I'm going to walk you through exactly how to really come up with an idea, how to validate the idea, then how to create the product, plan it, create it, and then how to sell it. That's all going to be happening during this fast track workshop. So if you are watching this on the replay and you want to be a part of that fast track workshop, it's November 12th, by the way, which is Thursday. It'll be at 2 p.m. Eastern time. But if you can't make it live and you just want to register, or maybe this is months in advance, you can always just still go there, register, and you'll be able to go through the workshop that I did live. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So let me just throw that link up here real quick so you have it. If you're at all interested, you would go to brandcreators.com/digital. All right. So again, that is brandcreators.com/digital. All right. This whole week is going to be all about creating a digital product. Actually, I just got off of a call yesterday, one of our Brand Creators Academy monthly calls, actually our bi-weekly call. And we spent a lot of time on digital products because a lot of our members are at that phase. They're there. They want to they want to build their product. They want to sell their product, and we're taking them through what we're calling the MVP method, which is really the minimum viable product. How can we get something out there quick without having to spend a lot of time and a lot of energy going into something that might not end up selling that well? So why not create something pretty quick, a good product, but quick, so this way we can test it in the market. And there's actually a few of our members already at the place where they're ready to start selling it. And we're going to be actually sharing a couple of those members and where they're at in this workshop, so I can kind of show you how you can do this. And they actually have content that they've already created that they just packaged up and then created a digital product, similar to creating a lead magnet, by the way. But today what I want to do is I want to cover and really go over that question that comes up, like, Scott, what is the best way to sell my digital product? But if you don't have a digital product, well, we need to create it first, right? But if you want to know how, what is the best way to sell it, or maybe you already have one that you've been trying to sell, but you just can't sell it. I'm going to let you guys in on a little bit of a secret here. And I'm going to share that with you guys here today. All right. It does not have to be hard, and you can simplify that process too. But I see a lot of people making a mistake with trying to sell something in general, but this here, super simple to do. You might already have an asset that will allow you to do this. I'm going to share that today on this jam session. So let me just make sure that my audio and everything is good. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if, okay, so someone just said I can't hear. Oh, it's on. Okay. So yeah, just guys, let me know, thumbs up somewhere, or give me a yes, I can hear you, before I go ahead and kick this thing off. This is going to be probably around 15 or 20 minutes. Then I'm going to have to jet out of here because I am already late. It's supposed to be 10 o'clock is going to be my mastermind meeting. I'm going to be late. So, but I did not want to break my commitment here to my Friday jam sessions. You see? Perfect example, guys. If you commit to writing an email every day, or every week, commit to that day and do not veer off that path, right? If you are dedicated to writing one blog post a week, do not veer off that path. Make a commitment to yourself, to your market, that you are going to show up consistently. All is good, Karen said. What's up, Karen? Gio's in the house. What's up, Gio? It's all good on my side. Awesome. Good morning. What's up, D? Good morning to you as well. Awesome. All right, cool. So we got the green light. That's good. All right, so let me get that off of there. Boom. All right. And this is our jam session, so I'm going to kick it off. Welcome everyone to the jam session. You guys know how it goes. All of you coffee talk people that have been showing up here. You guys know how it works on Fridays. I'm going to kick it off because we're going to cut this. We're going to make it part of the podcast here in a few weeks. All right. But again, just a reminder, if you are watching this and you wanted to be part of our digital product creation fast track workshop, head on over to brandcreators.com/digital, and that will take you to a page where you can register. And right now, depending on when you're watching this, there is a special price for the first 75 attendees. All right. So check that out. If you're in, I should probably mention this. If you're in BCA, Brand Creators Academy, and you're watching this, you're already getting full access to this. There's nothing you have to do. You do not have to register for that. We will be sending out a private invite to you guys that will allow you to access the private room once we go live next Thursday. So that will be coming. So nothing you guys have to do. So do not purchase that. All right. All right, cool. So let me put up my other banner here, which is the jam session. If you guys have any questions on this, now is the time. Let me go ahead and get my jam session banner. There it is. Cool. All right. So let's get rocking and rolling. Let me get my notes up and we're going to kick it off. All right, here we go. All right. Welcome back to another Friday jam session. You guys know I've said this a lot. Well, this is probably one of the highlights of my week because I get to hang out with some pretty cool people here live, or if you're listening to the podcast, I get to spend some time with you in your earbuds for your walk, your commute, or wherever you are or whatever you're doing. So anyway, I just wanted to thank you for listening and for stopping by. If you do want to be part of these jam sessions, all you need to do is head over to takeactioncrew.com, and that is where you will get access to our private Facebook page or group, which is the Rock Your Brand Facebook group. And it's a private group, and you'll just request access. And then once you're in, you'll get notified when we do these coffee talks, which are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. We'd love to have you be part of this. So if you have any questions, though, that you want me to answer, you would probably want to head there and then ask the questions in there. And I may even just turn a question that pops up in that group into a coffee talk, all right, in a topic. But today what we're going to be talking about is what's the best way to launch my digital product. Now, you may be thinking, Scott, I don't have a digital product yet. Well, you're in luck, because I actually have a digital product creation workshop that, if you're listening to this on the podcast, is going to be already done, and you can go access it by heading over to brandcreators.com/digital. And as I'm doing this live, I'm getting a phone call, so we're going to mute that down. So I'm actually going to be teaching how to create a product from scratch, and I'm calling it the MVP product method, where we're going to be creating a minimum viable product very quickly, and you're going to get it to market. Now, if you already have a product and you want to know what's the best way to sell it, now this also works for physical products, by the way. If you have physical products and you want to sell more of them, this here is how you do it. All right. But I'm going to be talking more about the digital product side. Okay. So what's the best way to sell a digital product? There's a few different ways. Actually, there's probably 5 that I can think off the top of my head that are the ways that you can sell this thing. All right. The number one way that I believe you will get the quickest results, you'll probably get feedback, okay, which is always great when you're selling a product. And it also will allow you to follow back up again. So what is that way? You probably already guessed it. Having an email list. Having an email list is the number one way to, in my eyes, to sell a product. And here's why. If someone is just searching for a product, they might not be ready to buy, right? So if someone's searching for something, they might land on the product, and then they're going to go do a bunch of research. And then by that time, they might not remember that you were the one with the product, right? Now, that doesn't mean you can't sell a product directly. You can, okay? But you're going to have a much greater chance of selling it if you have a warm audience, meaning a warm list of people that know who you are. Okay. So we always want to have an email list of some kind, and a buyer's list is even better. So if you have a buyer's list, well, they're really warm because they already purchased something from you, right? But let's just say that you have a warm list, an email list that you've been building, and let's say it's 500 subscribers. And in that time that you're building your product, like if you are building your product, that's where you can get a ton of feedback too. Now, I'm not going to dive into that. I actually go through that inside of the digital product creation workshop on how we can really leverage our email list and our audience to help us create the product. Okay. We can also then set it up so while we're creating the product, we're actually able to start getting them excited about the product and getting them involved. Okay. So that's another great reason for having an email list. Now, let's say you do have the product and you're just like, Scott, I just want to sell this thing. The first thing that you're going to want to do is let them know something's coming. The biggest mistake I see a lot of people making is they just send out the email and they go, hey, I got something here. It's for sale. It's actually, we're going to run a 10% off discount this weekend. Go ahead. And they send one email. That's their promotion. All right. So that's mistake number one. We want to let them know that something is coming. Think about Black Friday. Think about Prime Day. We hear about it and we hear about it and we hear about it and we hear about it. And then boom, it's the day. Okay. So it's exactly what you want to do with a promotion. So I always like to at least set it up 2 to 3 days in advance. Now, depending on what the product is, if it's going to be an expensive product, it may take a little bit more of a runway. Okay. But if let's just say that you have an ebook and you're going to be selling it for, I don't know, $9.99, and you're going to offer it for 50% off because it's brand new. You want to get some people to go through it. You want to get some feedback. You can let your email list know that you're just about wrapping up. You can maybe even share the cover, right? Maybe share a couple of the inside, pages, and just start sharing some stuff and let them know, super excited. I've been working on this thing for a while. It's just about ready. Next week, I'm going to be doing an early release of the product because I want feedback from you guys. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys 50% off next week for 3 days. And that's it. So maybe that's on a Friday. Maybe it's on a Thursday. Okay. And then you give them that time. Now, here's the other thing that I want you guys to understand. We send out that one email. What are you supposed to do the following day? Now, if you guys are on here live, I want you to put that in the comments. What are you going to do? You sent out the email. You let people know that something's coming on Monday or Tuesday. What are you going to do? If you sent that out on Thursday, what are you going to do out on Friday? Now, I'm just trying to see if my coffee talk people have been paying attention. But I'm going to tell you the answer. And I want you to ask yourself that question if you're just listening to this on the podcast. What are you going to do? What you're going to do and what you should do is you need to send to the unopens. So many people just send the email and then they're like, okay, I'm done. And they lose out on 8 or 10 or 12% of the list to open it, to open that email over the weekend or open it the next day. Every single time that we do that, we increase our open rates by 8 to 10%. Okay. So understand that's people on your list that do want to hear from you, but they just missed the email or they just skipped over the email for whatever reason. So that's a big one. Do not forget to do that. So going through this email process, right? So we're going to email the list, let them know something's coming. And then Monday or Tuesday, whenever the day is, we're going to go, it's live. Go get it. Right. And then you can just say in there, and after you purchase it, now here's something too. You want to almost set it that they've already committed, that they've already done it. So it's kind of like, after you purchase this, let me know. See what I just did there? I'm kind of like forecasting that they've already purchased, right? Now, this isn't like, you're tricking people. It's just, you're setting it in their head that, yes, I'm purchasing this. And after you purchase this, I want your feedback. A little tip there for you on like copywriting. So we want to let them know that it's available. And then we want to say, hey, once you get done downloading it and going through the guide, I would love your feedback, right? And then just say, here's the link to go get your discounted copy. Can't wait to hear, what you think of it. Take care. That's it. Now, you're not going to be able to send to the unopens unless you stagger it. So if you're going to do a 3-day promotion, you're not going to have time. So what I like to do is space it out. So I have, 5 days. because then what I can do is on day one, send it out to my list. And then the next day, just send it out to the unopens, right? Then the next day, I would send another email and go, hey, just a reminder. Well, I sent out an email Monday, wanted to make sure that you got it. We just released our guide. We've been getting some really good feedback on it. We want your feedback on it if you haven't grabbed a copy yet. And oh, by the way, this offer expires on Friday, right? So we're letting them know there's a deadline. We're reminding you it's something on Monday, right? That's it, okay? Thursday, we would send an email to the unopens, okay? That's it. Then Friday, it's going to be final day or final call or deadline. And then, grab your copy. And then inside be like, this has been an awesome week. I announced on Monday that we were releasing the guide, been getting some really good feedback, but I did want to let you know today is the last day. We're going to be ending this and we're going to be collecting all of the feedback from, all of our, new customers or, new book readers or guide owners or whatever you want to call it. And then from there, you're just going to say, so I just wanted to give you a friendly reminder. That's it. And then later on that day, you're not going to have time to send to the unopens on this one. The following, not the following day, the afternoon or late evening, maybe like, I don't know, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, you might send another email, final reminder. That's if it closes at 12, or maybe it closes at 9 o'clock, right? Then just send it at 6 o'clock. But you want to give people a last call email, always, okay? So I just led you through that. Now, this is just one way. I've got like 4 other ones, okay? But that's just one way, and that's the power of using email, okay? It is so powerful if you use email in this way once you've built up the trust level with the list. Now, I'm imagining that you've already created goodwill with your market, right? With your email list. Okay. That's a given. If you didn't do that, then you might sell some copies, but you're also, you're going to look bad, right? So we always want to give that goodwill. So that's the email side of things. Okay. Now, if you're listening to this and you're like, Scott, I haven't even started building my email list. Well, then I would recommend that you go through our fast track workshop to build your list. Okay. And that can be found at brandcreators.com/list. So if you go to brandcreators.com/list, and there you can go through a workshop, which is around 3 hours long, and you will be on your way to building your list within 24 hours. And the goal is to build your list to 500 subscribers within 30 days. All right. So again, that is there. So you build the list. Now we can either have them help us build the product, or we already have a product. We can have that list go buy our product. Okay. So that's how you can use the list. So that's number one. Okay. Number two, if you have a Facebook page, that is the time, a business page, and you should, if you're going to be running ads, which you should start running ads eventually, you're going to need a Facebook fan page. Well, as long as you have a page, you might as well put it there too. And the thing is let's say that you are leading up to a promotion. You could just put a little snippet from the book in there and then go, oh, by the way, we're going to be doing, a pre-release coming up on Monday, the 12th or something like that. And just let people know it's coming. Or maybe you ask people a question about that and get some engagement going that also leads to your product. So you can use your Facebook fan page. Now, I will say this, your Facebook fan page, the reach on it is going to be very, 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 very low. I'm just telling you that. All right. They are throttling back the reach. I get it. They want to make money with their ads. Cool. I'm fine with it. If I pay money, they put my stuff in front of the right people that I'm targeting. I'm cool with that. But if you are doing Facebook posts, the key there to get better reach is to really post more frequently and ask questions, get engagement. But again, it's a hit or miss. Now, I'm going to be upfront with you guys. Like, I have a page of over 28,000, likes and followers. There's like 33,000. I post something sometimes and it reaches like 175 people. That's it. Okay. Sometimes it'll reach 2,000 people. It'll never reach that full 30,000 followers. It just won't. They just won't allow it. Okay. But that's why you have to, kind of have to sprinkle it in there. So Facebook fan page, definitely. I like that idea. The other cool thing with a Facebook post is if it takes off, meaning it gets some reach, it gets some engagement, people are commenting saying, oh, I can't wait for this, or, oh, that's really exciting, or they have questions on it. You can turn that into a boosted post. And now that will reach more people. All right. So then it gives you social proof and gives you all those things. So that's another angle. Now, I would probably, if you have an email list, I would do both. Okay. Bring up as much attention as you can. All right. Number 3, moving on, your website. If you have a website that is getting some traffic, there's no reason not to put it there. Now you got to let people see it though. So in ConvertKit, there's a pop-up that you can install on your website that once they come, the screen kind of darkens and then they have this thing kind of slowly come in and it will say, hey, this week only or something like that, right? You can offer it there. You can use a little top bar on top of the website. You can use Hello Bar if you don't want to use ConvertKit. ConvertKit has it built in. You can put a little widget in the side of your, in the sidebar. You can do all of those things. So if you have a website, you should be putting this stuff on your website. Like that's a given. Okay. Now there's actually one of our Brand Creators Academy members, Dino. We had a coaching call here recently and he had a digital product already created. He bought a website, already was getting traffic, 65,000 plus page views, and didn't have anything collecting emails. So we're fixing that problem, but he already had a digital guide built, created. So what are we going to do? The first thing we're going to do is put it up on our website because we're already getting 65,000, page views. Why wouldn't we? Right? So that's what we want to do. The other thing is too, and this is a little side note, if you have a website and you do have some history and you are getting some traffic, start looking at your Google Analytics. What pages are driving the most traffic? And then you can look at those pages and go, maybe I'm just going to create something for those pages if it's related to my product. And then you can just put it in that post because that post is getting 100 visitors a day, 200 visitors a day, just for that one post. Okay. So that's another thing that you can do with your website. Start looking through your analytics, see what pages are getting the most traffic, because even though your site is getting that much traffic, it doesn't mean the homepage is getting that much traffic. So we want to look at the analytics. So that's number 3. Number 4, if you already have a lead magnet that is converting and you're building your email list. Now, one of our members, Octavio, has a lead magnet that is converting at like 60%. Meaning 100 people see the page, 60 people opt in. Okay. So out of those 60 people, they're getting immediately sent to a thank you page. That thank you page is saying, hey, thanks for grabbing your guide. Go check it out in your email, or I just sent it to your email, or maybe you just put the download link right there. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. While we're doing this promotion, we're going to then switch out that thank you page with the offer. Hey, thanks for downloading the guide. We just sent you your link to your inbox, but while I got you, this week we have a 25% off discount, 50% off discount on our ultimate bass fishing guide. Get it here, right? We already have traffic. We're going to just splice it in there. We're going to bolt it onto the back end of our email, our email sequence, or our email follow-up, okay, on that thank you page. So I would do that like first thing, right? Why not? You already are driving traffic there. And you know what? You might only be getting 5 email opt-ins a day. Okay. But those 5 email opt-ins are 5 people. That's 5 people to see your offer every single day. Okay. So again, just keep that in perspective. So that's number 4. Number 5 is Facebook ads. Okay. Now I mentioned it earlier. You may just create something on a Facebook post and then you might go, I'm going to turn that into a Facebook ad. That's why we want a Facebook fan page, by the way. We want to engage with it. We want to organically, try to grow it if we can. But ultimately, we're using it as a placeholder for our content that we can then push with paid ads. Okay. So Facebook ads is another great way to do it. And I know it seems complicated to a lot of people. Actually, during the digital product creation workshop, Chris actually breaks down exactly how to set up a basic ad campaign that you can do this. Okay. If you want to go direct to sale, or you can use the same model to drive traffic to your lead magnet and then offer it on the back end, which will be, showing that inside of the workshop. So again, if you want to be part of that workshop, you want to go through it, head on over to, let's see here, brandcreators.com/digital. All right. So brandcreators.com/digital. And that's where you'll learn how to come up with a product idea, how to validate it, how to plan it out, how to create it. And then from there, how to sell it, right? The goal is to create it and sell it within 30 days. That's the goal of that workshop. So if you're interested, definitely go register and go through that workshop. All right. So do we have any questions here on this jam session? I just went through these 5. I'll just recap here real quick. But if you do have any questions on this, drop them in the comments. If you're watching this, you can do that. If you're listening to this, well, that's why you need to come on over and hang out with us over on these coffee talks and these jam sessions. You can head on over to takeactioncrew.com and you can join us over there. All right. So number 1, email list. Do an email promotion following the exact process that I just laid out with you. All right. You might need to go back and listen to that one again. And then from there, go through that process. All right. Number 2, your Facebook fan page or your Facebook business page. I don't know if anybody calls it a fan page anymore. I do because I'm old school. It's a business page. Okay. Your Facebook business page, put it there, start, engaging with people there. But that's number 2. Number 3, your website. Put a pop-up there. Put it on your sidebar. Find posts that are already ranking right now and then splice it in there, okay? And just add it to that page. So that's number 3, your website. Number 4, your email list building thank you page. So if you already have a lead magnet, it's already converting, and you have a thank you page, add this to the thank you page. That's number 4. Number 5 is your Facebook ads, okay? Run some very inexpensive ads and test this. Literally test it. $5 a day and test this offer. All right. Now, again, I'm not going to get into all of the, how do you set up an ad and how we do that inside of our fast track workshops, but just understand that they do not have to be difficult either. Actually, keeping that simple is a lot better when you're starting because we can test an offer really quickly. Okay. We can also build our email list pretty quickly with Facebook ads. So Facebook ads, boost it to your existing followers or fans of that page, or go directly to cold. Cold traffic, meaning no one knows who you are right now, but it will be harder to convert someone into a buyer than it is to turn someone into an email list subscriber. That's why I would suggest starting to build the list with the lead magnet, lead them to the paid when you're starting. That's what I would do. When you get into a paid offer immediately, it requires a little bit more risk, but also you're not able to follow up with all of those people that might not have been ready just yet. Okay. So again, that's the 5 different ways to really launch your first digital product. All right. So hopefully that helped you. So let's go ahead and see if we got any questions. And then I got to wrap this up. Let's see here. What's up? Octavio's in the house. What's up? Kate. Oh, I didn't catch the change in time. Glad to record these. Happy Friday. Yeah. What's up? Kate, glad to see you. Good to see you yesterday on our call as well. Okay, cool. Salama, have you used text marketing? I heard it works better than email. Thoughts? Okay, this is where the shiny object gets in, okay? I am going to tell you from my own experience, I have not done a lot of text-based marketing, meaning texting people on their phones or doing, maybe messenger bots. I have found email works the best for me, okay? And I've got a lot of people that I know in this business, and they've been doing it a long time. Email is still performing very, very well when it comes to conversions. Okay. Now, could someone say, can you build a bigger, text-based audience? Maybe. Can you build a bigger text or a, messenger bot list inside of Facebook? Maybe. Are those opens going to be bigger? Maybe. But are they going to be the same quality? I don't know the answer to that. All I know is we're starting to get shiny object here. Right? Salma, build the email list, promote to the email list your product. Literally, guys, this is what I'm talking about. When I do my fast track workshops, it's let's just get rid of the BS and let's just get down to work. Okay. It's we can sit here and we can go, oh, well, what about, what about doing, like I said, messenger bots? That was the big craze. You're not hearing so much of it anymore. Right? Does it work? Sure, it'll work. But most people are trying to get someone to join their email list through a messenger bot. Okay. So again, just throwing it out there. What's up, Kyle? Hey, Scott, longtime follower. Thanks for being a boss. A little too high five there. What's up, man? Not sure if this question is relevant, but what are the pros and cons of going multi-channel for selling physical products? I have them on Amazon and my website and Shopify, but working on getting on Walmart, let's see, FB, IG Shop, Etsy, eBay, Wish, etc. What I see is the biggest downside on all those platforms is not getting the customer's email. But would that be eBay, Wish buyer, or even found my website anyway? Thanks in advance. Yeah, Kyle, anytime you're going multi-channel, I mean, I think it's a great strategy because you have one product. Why not try to get it on multiple platforms? But you have to see what the ROI is. And also, what is that going to do for the business as far as logistically? So that's always what I'm looking at. And to your point, yes, you are not getting the email of the buyer. Now, eBay, you do. I believe Etsy, you do. So you'll get, you will start to build a list of buyers, which I'm a big fan of. So I had a conversation here the other day with one of my BCA members, and it was, if you only have one product that you're selling them, it's hard to take a loss on that first product just to acquire the customer. So if you have other things that you can sell them, then even on these other channels, it might just be a good idea to have not a loss leader, but in a sense, a break-even product. So this way here, you can acquire their email address as a buyer, and then you can follow up and sell them more things. Again, going back to the email list, this would be an email of someone that is a buyer that you can follow up with in the future with more things that are related to what they just purchased. So that would be my recommendation there. Octavio, so excited to run through this process, Scott. Thank you for a great call yesterday. Love BCA. Yes, Octavio, I'm excited too, because we are on the cusp of some digital products being launched out in the marketplace with some of our members, and I'm super excited for that. Okay, if you were starting over, would you run Facebook ads? How long or for how long? Yes, I would, because it's quicker. I'm going to spend, I don't know, $5, $10 a day to test something. How long would I run them? It just depends. I got to look at the conversions. I got to look at the metrics, right? We're going to run paid traffic to a lead magnet. We're going to see how it converts. If it converts over 25%, I'm going to probably keep running it. And then from there, I'm going to bolt a product on the back and see if I can make it profitable. Like, that's it. That's the flow right now. Not going any deeper than that, right? We can talk about adding a product bump and then an upsell. And then we can really talk about how can we acquire a customer and pay for a customer, but then, sell them more things on the back end. So we're not going to go there yet, but if I was starting over, would I run Facebook ads? Absolutely. Yes, I would. What tips can you give us to have a productive week next week? Sit down and map it out before next week. That's how you have a productive week. Figure out what you need to work on right now, next week, so you're not guessing, and then you sit down and you know exactly what you're doing. Map it out now for next week. Always plan the week before. Always map that out. Let's see. D says you cannot get the emails from eBay anymore. I heard that, but I still think that you can. Actually, I will do a little bit of digging. I have a friend that sells on eBay right now, and he's getting them. He actually set up a Zap in Zapier that basically takes the email and then ports it over to a spreadsheet. So there is a way to do that, I think. And Chris Schaefer might know that, D. You might want to ask that in the group. Yeah, no problem, Kyle. All right, last question. Will you be teaching writing copy in the digital workshop? Yes, we will be definitely talking about a hook, right? Because the hook of the book or the video series or the templates is always going to be the thing that grabs the attention that says, yes, this is for me. So yes, we will be going over like how to create the hook or the good title that tells people what it is that they're getting, right? So for me, the digital product creation fast track workshop, what is that? It's creating a digital product fast, right? So that's what we're doing. So that tells you exactly what we're going to be doing. Now, the subtitle would be like how to create a digital product using the MVP model or method, and have one created within the next 30 days, like something like that, right? But the title is Digital Product Creation Fast Track Workshop. So you're immediately saying like, it's going to teach me how to create a digital product fast, right? Email list building fast track workshop, email list building. That's what we're doing. We're doing it fast. Okay. So again, you have to think about those titles. Yes, we will be covering those in this workshop. So this way here, we can always start there because we have to start with what we know they want, what's going to get the attention, and then we backfill with the content. All right. Yes. Have a great day as well. All right. Awesome. So that was cool. So, all right, guys, this is going to wrap up this jam session. Again, this was awesome. If you want to attend one of these live, if you're not here live right now, if you're listening to the podcast, head on over to takeactioncrew.com and you can join us there Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. If you are interested in building a list, you should go through our fast track workshop. It's very affordable and it's very actionable. And you can find that by heading over to brandcreators.com/list. And if you want to create a digital product, well, head on over to brandcreators.com/digital. All right. So guys, that's it. That's going to wrap it up. As always, remember, take care, take action, and I'll see you soon. All right, guys, that is a wrap. So I got to go. I'm a little bit late for my meeting. So we're going to go. This was awesome. But seriously, if you guys have any questions on this, let me know. But I'm getting really excited. We got off of a call yesterday with our Brand Creators Academy members. There's two, maybe three. There's definitely two that are in the process. Like their digital product is just about created. Now we're going to go ahead and get it set up into a thank you page, and we're going to get it connected into a cart that will allow you to collect money and then follow up and all of that stuff. And we're going to be actually sharing that inside of this workshop as well. So I'm really excited about this workshop and teaching it and really helping people simplify this process. Because here's the cool thing. When you learn this process on how to create a digital product, the next goal is to create another digital product and then another digital product and create a digital product suite that we can then start to use for order bumps or upsells, or maybe just independently sell them and then cross promote, all of those things. So the idea is to go through this process, learn how to create one, and then from there tweak and then create another. Okay. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing here. Super excited about it. And again, if you guys are interested in joining me, then head on over to brandcreators.com/digital. All right, guys, that's it. That's going to wrap it up. Like I said, we're going to get on out of here. Have a great weekend. I hope to see you on the workshop. And if you have any questions on it, let me know. But next Monday, I will be back here and we'll most likely be talking more about digital products, probably. All right. So guys, have a great weekend. I'll talk to you soon.